It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Well, straight ahead, we've got a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round Tilt, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, these Giants seem to be a team on the improve. They won their first playoff game since Super Bowl 46 last year. Now, what needs to happen to take that next step?
They just need to continue to amass talent, get those guys going, and become contributors. And on the offensive side of the ball, become much more explosive in the passing game.
And meanwhile, for the Eagles, the big question, how would they improve their squad in 2023 and make another run at a Super Bowl title? Well, they took a few hits in free agency, but by most accounts, really hit a home run during April's draft. You were there. What did you make of it?
It was almost a night beyond their wildest dreams. Perhaps the best player in the draft somehow fell to 9 where the Eagles traded up to get him. And a terrific pass rusher they got at 30. Wonderful draft, extra pieces for a Super Bowl contender.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Now leading them out, someone who's forged an excellent career as a 6th-round pick way back in 2011 from Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
One of the classiest quarterbacks in the NFL, and always in a difficult position because he has the skills to be a starter, but there's usually a youngster behind him that they're grooming and they want on the field. But when given an opportunity to be the guy, he's led teams to the playoffs, and he's also gone to the Pro Bowl. A great combination of arm and legs, not to mention a brilliant mind.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Taylor on 3rd down throws incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Swift. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time with Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
The kick by Elliott is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action, now Taylor. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Taylor. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. And even 50 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second and 10. They go play action now. Taylor. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now Taylor. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Boston Scott. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away.
And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
New York set to take the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Taylor. Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Now Taylor on first down.
Catch made by Slayton.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They go play action with Taylor.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now it's Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here's Scott to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts at the controls, ready for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And to the 22-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift.
And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
11 yards for number 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. He'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Touchdown, Eagles!
DeAndre Swift.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They can't beat us straight up.
3rd and 8.
Now Taylor.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
22 yards there, a first down.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
The kick by Elliott is good,
And that will extend their lead even further.
so a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
We saw that coming. The grandmama felt that.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he lost the football.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Right back to Swift again on second down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now out come the Giants.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
After the interception, here's Taylor.
He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Taylor now off the bootleg. That's complete to Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Taylor. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Taylor will throw. Rolling to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tyrod Taylor punching it in from a yard away.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard. But now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The York on now for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Tyrod Taylor touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts.
And this will be caught by Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
No pain, no gain.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
In motion, Slayton. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Swift. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
On the return is Olszewski.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, it's Taylor.
Little out route here, complete to Shepard.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Gets around him, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Now Hurts on the option right.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. The Giants now down by 6. A little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Here's 1st down. Now Taylor. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10.
Here's Taylor. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.